I read an article the other day that I think it was in New York, that people who work at McDonald's have like a minimum wage of like $15 an hour. I don't know if that's true, but the article was basically about, was it an article or was it like a picture with like a caption? I can't remember. But basically the idea of the post, essentially, it was about how the people at who worked at McDonald's in New York basically fought for a higher minimum wage and won. And so now they have an hourly rate of $15 an hour, which is really cool. You know, good for them. But the issue that the post was focusing on was how people in other professions, say who worked at hospitals or anything else that might require like a background or experience or a certain kind of education, and people with those kinds of jobs were complaining about how they make less money than people who are working at McDonald's, where you don't need any real training or specialization or whatever. And so I can get, everyone can get why that would be frustrating, that you had to do so much more for less than what other people are getting. But the post's response to that natural human reaction is that is what the higher ups, you know, the people who are making like 100 times as much as you, that's what they want you to do. That's how they want you to feel, because then you're not complaining about them making more money than you and paying you when they could afford to, which makes perfect sense. Because yeah, I mean, I make $8.25 an hour. I made $10 an hour at the university. Neither job requires any special training. Probably working at McDonald's probably wouldn't be much more complicated depending on the position you're in. You know, maybe if you're one of the cooks, you might have a higher pay just because you're working with different kinds of equipment and you might get injured and stuff. So that's a little special. But hey, you know, I mean, it's better to, I feel like in that situation when the people at McDonald's go, we did it, we have a $15 an hour pay rate, it's better to go, good for them, maybe we should do the same. Maybe we should fight for that too, instead of fighting the people who succeeded in a battle, you know? Why am I getting, like, deep? Why did I think of that? Is that what these videos are going to be? Ongoing conversations about random things? Because, like, I don't really know what the premise of these videos should be. Because I was inspired by a YouTuber called Walterific, who does videos called Moto Vlogs. And his series is like Moto Monday, Finally Friday, and Whatever Wednesday. The mostly Moto Monday and Finally Friday. And the Moto Mondays especially are just videos where he's just reacting to things that he encounters on the road. And as you can see, I'm not really encountering anything that hilarious or goofy or silly. You know, I'm not coming across quirky cars or crazy drivers or any crap like that. Not yet. In his videos, there's a lot of that. And I thought, maybe I should do something like that because it sounds really fun, and his videos are freaking hilarious. So if you don't like my videos, but you do want to watch something similar, he goes around on his motorcycles, and encounters all sorts of hilarious stuff, and he's just a really funny guy with a great sense of humor and personality. So if you don't like me, most people will probably like him because he's hilarious. He's awesome. Walterific. And so, yeah, I wanted to do something similar, but I don't really know what I'm doing yet. I'm just doing this, seeing what works, figuring out how I'm going to edit these videos first off. Oh, here we go. Was that van trying to race me? I noticed it coming up on my left as I was giving it 100%. That was weird. That's that's not what you expect when you're driving and you're like going, oh yeah, let's go super fast. And you get overtaken or almost overtaken by a minivan. Oh, I'm glad I didn't though. That would have been weird. I don't know if you guys could have seen that. You might have been able to see it in the rearview mirror. I don't know what your field of vision is like with these glasses. Now I've been passed by the minivan. That's because I'm not giving it the beans. I need to learn how to do heel and toe. I mean, at some point, I just need to do that so that I don't have to keep taking my foot off the brake every time I downshift. Ugh. Today is Police Appreciation Day? Is it? Or is that just a sticker that's been there for like 10,000 years? I have never, in any other country, encountered a car with a political sticker on the back of it. And for me, putting a political sticker on anywhere on my car, it's one of the few personalizations I would not approve of. And I'm pretty close to being a ricer, so that's saying something. Because, you know, I will put LED lights or neons under the car. I will do vinyls, paint jobs. There's a train down there. I will do loud exhaust, though it would sound good. Not like a eBay fart can type package. However, I like really flashy cars. I'm not usually an advocate for less is more. I like plain looking cars, you know, like tastefully modified, but I do like also heavily modified looking cars that just have been, where everything has been touched and it just looks all over the place. What time is it? Oh, I have 8 minutes to get to work, but I'm really close, so that should be okay. Word of just to let you guys know, I could have done this entire video and you would never have known. But I have already tried recording this once before, but for some reason the glasses didn't record, so hopefully that doesn't happen too often.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Shush. But because having the camera, thinking the camera's recording and having it not actually be recording can be really annoying and frustrating, because it's like, oh, I hope I got all that on camera. That was so cool. Oh, it wasn't recording. It's one of the most disheartening things ever, as like anyone who's ever used a camera ever, who does YouTube videos, film, or even gaming videos, you know, it's like, oh, my screen recording software didn't actually record, or the whole file is corrupted, or my voice audio didn't record. Heck, like what the hell? Like, I know what that feels in almost every possible situation. Finding out that something didn't go right when you were trying to record or film. Ugh. You're just finding out like all the footage you have is bad in some way.
Turn right onto the road.
Oh my gosh, this is a little bumpy. Oh my gosh. So when I park, I usually I try to park
Turn left onto the alley, then take
Shush.
the first right.
All right, enough. I really need to figure out how to turn off her voice. When I park, I usually park in this corner and as far up the hill as possible, because for one, it's a hill, so I don't want my car getting hit by a shopping cart, and second, so that the customers are, there can be like that one extra space closer to the store for a customer. So anyways, I'm gonna go off to work. Thank you guys for watching.